Welcome back. The next day, I was headed to my last destination, Beech Mountain. But I had to grab an oil change first. I walked around Nashville and got lunch while they worked on my car. I also called bike shops hoping to find someone to change my brake pads. All the bike shops in Nashville had like a 2-week wait, so it wasn't happening there. My only hope was the 2 bike shops up near Beech Mountain. So, with my oil changed, I hit the road on a mission to get new brake pads. It was another beautiful drive through the Blue Ridge Mountains. And by the time I got to my Airbnb on top of the mountain, I realized that I only had 45 minutes to get to the bike shop. The closest one near to my place couldn't do it. So I had one more shot. But this bike shop was all the way at the bottom of the mountain in about a 20-minute drive and was closing at the end of the hour. The pressure was on and I felt it. I booked it down there, and thankfully I met JC at Headquarters Bike and Outdoor. He was ready to close up, but when I told him I was going to Beech the next day, he shot me a serious look and then agreed to do it. And man, what a lifesaver. JC was an awesome dude, and his bike shop was great. They even had a bar with beer on tap. He also informed me about Emerald Outback, their local trails that they ride behind an old Wizard of Oz theme park. More on this later. So first of all, Beech Mountain's beauty took my breath away when I first got up there. It's located in Banner Elk, North Carolina, in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Beech Mountain Bike Park is a small downhill park with a chairlift. It consists of 17 trails that equal 6 miles. It has a vertical of 735 feet. And the highest trailhead is at 5,442 feet. The peak of Beech reaches 5,506 feet and is considered America's highest town. So, temperature up here was perfect. That morning was 65 degrees going up the lift, but once the sun came out, it was in the 70s all day. When the rest of the country is in a heat wave, Beech Mountain felt like heaven. I started on the one green trail, obviously, and it definitely woke me up. It was really spicy. It definitely felt like a blue trail.
All right.
And I was beginning to get a sense of what today was going to be
green
like.
trail. Believe it or not, I've already done it twice, so I kind of know it, but it's definitely much more aggressive than any other green trail I've been on. See what I mean?
This giant rock slab, for instance, was part of the green trail.
This is not a step down.
Today, I realized the primary goal was just to survive and get out of here in one piece. No wonder JC shot me that look and agreed to change my brake pads. I would have had a horrible day here if I didn't get those changed. Thanks again, JC. This place made me think of Mountain Creek because it's so dicey and steep. I was squeezing those new brake pads all day.
Woo. Oh, I see. We're gonna go around.
Beech Mountain's trails had very little flow, but was heavy on the tech. Big rocks and roots everywhere.
Okay. Good. Good. We'll take the Lomi route. Thank you very much. And oh. Oh my God.
I spent most of the day riding the blues. Indigo had some nice chunk and steep, short technical descent. which connected you to 2 more blue trails, Burmese Python, which give you a little flow, these nice smooth berms.
Ooh.
Copperhead had more of the same.
Oh my God.
The upper section had some serious jump, while the bottom provided some smooth flow. And there was a trail called Canebrake. Tight, techie single track with loose, steep sections and even some thin ruts, which are new for me this summer. They're tricky because you can't pedal.
Oh my goodness.
Lower Canebrake provided some opportunity for flow, but it was still very hazardous. There was even this great drop into a step down near the end, but I was too nervous to hit the step down.
Again, you can't hold it together. This is an easy drop.
One of the great things about Beech was their patio bar at the very top of the mountain. A lot of folks took the lift just to come up here and have a drink. Beech Mountain was fun. I did feel like I was riding kind of the same 3 trails all day, but that's because it was so chunky and hazardous. The Jeffsy was great. It handled the chunk, it handled the steepness. And yes, this is a bike park that's kind of like Mountain Creek, so I probably could have used a downhill bike, but the Jeffsy hold its own. And I saved myself almost like $200 not renting.
Almost. Maybe we need a little more speed.
Beech Mountain, the place, the town, is amazing. This is one of the most beautiful spots I've seen on the East Coast. The funny thing is that I kept meeting people from Florida up here. Apparently, there's so many Floridians that come up here for the summer. It's jokingly known as the Florida Alps. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the flip side where I enjoy my last days of my vacation up here on Beech Mountain. Now get outside and ride.